Hello again, it's Martin Edwards from Me So Healthy. Nice to be back with you again. I figured I'd put another video together because at the moment I have a cold. And what do we know about the cold is that we can expect it at any time throughout the year, whether it's winter time, summertime you can get a cold. But what do we know about cures for the common cold? Well, vitamin C is something that is always on the top of a list of things to take when you have a cold. But of course, not only is it good for a cold, it's good for your immune system in general, bones, teeth, gums, heart. It's good for everything basically. So it was quite recently I went to a health food shop in Ealing Broadway. It's called Higher Nature, and there's a lady in there who helped me who was a very good, very lovely lady. Get so many nice people in health food shops. It's I think customer service in general could learn a lot from people in these kinds of shops because they really do care. At least the majority that I've been to anyway. And this lady really cared. So we had a good long conversation about my reasons for taking vitamin C and the best form I should take. The last vitamin C I was taking was ascorbic acid in magnesium form, and I'll talk to her about this. And we had a general conversation about the taste, funnily enough. And I had to tell her, in all honesty, that I do feel the same way about a lot of the things that I eat and drink. My taste buds have completely changed over the years, and they're quite happy to take on all sorts of strange flavours. Funnily enough, at work recently, I put together this smoothie. I call it a smoothie, and I had my mate smell it. Now my mate is at the moment taking lots of supplements. He's going down the gym a lot, but he's buying these powdered protein shakes, and he smelt this and I think he was almost sick. He may have thrown up in his mouth a little bit. But I talked to the lady in the health food shop about tastes, and I told her about the ascorbic acid I was taking and the taste of it, and because it tastes awful. It really does taste quite bad. So she directed me to a form of vitamin C, a supplement in powder form, because that's the only form I'm taking at the moment, that is one of the highest forms of vitamin C you can take in natural form. So I wanted to talk about that today because I have tried it. I wanted to talk about what it is, how it made me feel, what it's good for as well. First of all, the stuff is called Camu. Very strange name. It's from the deepest parts of Peru and Brazil. A small cherry looking fruit. It's kind of purplish in colour. Very sweet. More potent than an orange in vitamin C. So it's 60 times more potent than an orange. So that's amazing. So its content is very high, 60 times more. What I did do, quite interestingly, on the package, because I'm very sensitive to carbohydrates, and so I took a look at the back of the package. I'll tell you what it says in a minute, but the carbohydrate content wasn't as high as I thought it was going to be. 5.9 grams per 100 gram. Sugar wise, that's 1.28 grams of sugar. I really expected higher, to be honest, considering it's so potent in vitamin C. But on the back of the packet, it's because it's in powdered form. It's not obviously more concentrated, because the fruit itself would be in liquid form, and that's obviously more readily absorbable. So I don't know, interesting. Because it's so high in vitamin C, it is used in desserts, such as ice creams and sweets, which I didn't know, but then I don't really eat a lot of ice cream and sweets anymore, because when I do, then I can't stop. It's disgusting. What I try and do is stay away from any form of sugary substance there is. Vitamin C wise though, the 100 grams in weight actually consists of 1882 milligrams to 2280 milligrams of vitamin C. So it's really high. It's becoming really popular, and I can imagine it's becoming really popular because the Western world now are discovering these new and exciting exotic ways of staying healthy, and they all seem to be supplement based. because they're just more readily available than actually shipping something from Peru to eat. You know, it's sitting on the supermarket shelves and rotting away because nobody's ever heard of it, so everybody's going to be a little bit skeptical. But yeah, it's new to me anyway. I've recently discovered it. But the reason I mention all that is because it's actually an endangered species now. It's being harvested, over harvested, and so who knows how much longer the Camu fruit might be available to us. So I kind of feel a little bit guilty about actually trying it, considering there are lots of other different vitamin C's out there. You know, and why make something extinct when there's a whole variety of different sources of which you can derive vitamin C from? So yeah, it's just felt a little bit weird about it. Talking about other forms of vitamin C, I mean, you can get vitamin C through diet alone, as you know, not just fruit, but vegetables as well, such as broccoli, cabbages, all leafy vegetables. But not to say you're going to get enough. So, you know, to supplement a little bit of vitamin C on top of your diet isn't a bad thing, because vitamin C is so necessary to the body. The immune system, really, it just bolsters the immune system so much. So this is what I've been taking. It's by a company called Golden Greens Organic. Now, I've never heard of them before, but that's not to say that they're not a good product. And it's organic, as you would expect. It says high in vitamin C, organic food source, vitamin, non-GMO, gluten and lactose free, which what you would expect anyway from a vitamin C supplement. Now on the back, I did mention about the nutritional value, specifically the carbohydrates and the sugars, because I'm a bit sensitive to those. On the packet of this, it does say that a carbohydrate to 100 grams is 54 grams. That's huge. That's a huge amount. And in contrast to that, of which sugars is 4 grams. So there's a lot of carbohydrates in this. Vitamin C wise, 5,800 milligrams. That's quite a lot as well, and that's to 100 grams of weight. So that's quite a lot. The reason I'm concerned about the carbohydrate mix is because, like I said, I'm sensitive to carbohydrates. I've noticed that over the years. I used to be a massive sugar junkie. I used to have chocolate for breakfast. No lie. I'd wake up, chocolate for breakfast. I remember my brother questioning me, like, what sort of cereal is that? I'm like, it's food, I like it. Why not eat something you like? It makes sense. Naively, I didn't realise that it's not the best way to start your day. So I've learnt since, but I've learnt the hard way, I think. That's the doorbell. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I'm back. So, we're going to talk about the vitamin C. Now, I tried it as soon as I got home. The reason I bought it was because I ran out of the other vitamin C I was taking, the ascorbic acid. I was really intrigued about this stuff, it being 60 times more potent in vitamin C than an orange. I was like, okay. I didn't actually check though the carbohydrate content. I didn't think to. Only because the other vitamin C's that I have been taking, the carbohydrate content, it's next to nil because they're all synthetic. I got home, I put it in my regular smoothie, and within minutes of taking it, I had this incredible headache. I felt really lightheaded, felt the need to just sit down for a good while. It really knocked me for six. I can only assume that's because of the high carbohydrate content. As well as that, there are some health benefits to it uniquely. And it could have been actually, that's the funny thing about when you take something and then you find that you feel awful, you're never quite sure if you're feeling awful because it's actually doing you some good. Do you know what I mean? It means that you're going to go through a period of feeling like crap, and you don't actually know if that feeling like crap is actually a good sign that you're fighting off something. And so then when you feel better, when you come through at the end of it, it was actually a good sign that it was working. And so I took it, felt like crap, but I don't think I'm brave enough to take it again, only because it did kind of knock me out. Not knock me out, it knocked me for six. But the thing is though, it's reading about it some more. Camu is actually good for candida, and if that's the case, and then I felt like crap and the headache and everything, maybe that was a good sign. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that was actually it fighting off bad bacteria. I don't know, but I did feel lousy, and I don't particularly want to feel that way again. So yeah, I'm not gonna take it because I think it's just not for me. Which is a shame though, because it doesn't actually taste too bad. It actually tastes fruity, as you might expect it to. So it's got a natural flavour to it. Yet I just don't think it agreed with me. And even though it was diluted, because I mixed it with about 300 millilitres of water, that obviously wasn't enough to water it down enough for me to tolerate it. So I'm going to say a no to Camu for me personally. If anybody out there does have candida and they've taken Camu and they've had some good results, then please let me know. Leave a comment in the comment box below, because I'm really interested in finding out if it was actually doing me some good, and therefore maybe I should come back to it, maybe in a smaller dose. I took it at quite a high dose. I'm trying to maintain about 20 grams, and that is a massive dose. I know it is a massive dose. I just don't think it agrees with me, which is a shame, because I actually do think it's got a lot going for it. It is obviously a good product. But yeah, if anybody else has got any other stories about Camu and its benefits that they've noticed, then please let me know. I'll be very interested in finding out some more about the product. And maybe I should start it in a very low dose and then build my tolerance level up. But who's got time for that? I ain't got time for that. I've got to get going. I've got I've got 101 things I need to catch up on, and at the moment, so I can't wait. Do you know what I mean? I need to start taking something as soon as, so I can feel better as soon as. I don't know if that's the best way to go about it. I don't know if that philosophy is sound. It's my philosophy anyway. Not to say that I think it's actually been working for me, but it's just how I work. It's how I operate. Yeah, right. So yeah, that's a little bit about Camu. I'm going to talk a little bit more about vitamin C in my next video as well, because I'm taking a different form of vitamin C, and I want to get your feedback about those and let you know about my experiences taking them as well. So until next time, thank you for joining me and following me on this journey of mine. It is a journey. Very grateful that anybody who's willing to join me, you're welcome on board. Until next time, this is me signing off. From me_so_healthy Instagram, or me so healthy too on YouTube. Take care of yourselves and anybody else out there worth giving a shit about.